good? Smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, great, overachieving, never slacking. We are back with another reaction. We flying overseas again across the pond, and we got British cities explained. Now, the person that made this video is Geopold. Shout out to him. Original link will be in the description. With that being said, let's hop into it. Here we go.
Distinguished land of civilization.
Let me make sure I started from the beginning.
Britain, a distinguished land of civilization, politeness, and etiquette.
Who wants a fucking bird? Come out to my house, I'll come out my house and I'll break your fucking legs.
I just had a lovely...
Whoa. This is a part of Britain I haven't seen here. That took a turn. A fast turn. For the worse.
I had a premature earring slug.
I'll kick it, your dad's ready with a can of spam.
I was eating a biscuit the other day, and I suddenly thought, f this biscuit. I don't want a bourbon cream. F you crunchy fucking cream-filled prick. F off back to your biscuits.
Come on, if you want a pie. Come on then.
Yeah, sometimes the UK is a bit different to some people's expectations.
What was that man doing in the trash can talking crazy like that for? What was that man doing in the trash can? Was that a comedy skit? Whoa. Didn't expect that.
Expectations. But before we get into this video, do you want to earn stacks from just using apps or playing games? Then this video's sponsor, freecash.com, is the site for you. When I saw the email come through, I thought this was too good to be true, but they got 4.6 stars on Trustpilot. So I signed up, clicked that earn tab, and before you know it, your boy had 20 quid worth of earnings. For example, you can make 5 quid by just downloading TikTok and using it for a bit. You also have the more popular gaming options, which have several achievements to complete. I'm sure a lot of you guys already spend time gaming, so why not make money from it as well? And when you're done earning, hit that cash out. You could use PayPal, but I just put it on a Just Eat gift card because I'm addicted to Balti. Sign up for free using my code or the link in description for a free gift box and a chance to win $250. Now today I'm going to be talking you through the cultural differences between some of Britain's cities. And by the way, if it seems like I've missed out some obvious big cities, it's because I have. This is based purely off my personal experience, and unfortunately these are the places outside of the West Midlands that I have been to in my adult life. When I say unfortunately, I mean unfortunately. First off, London. We're talking 10 million people, 10,000 chicken shops, 10,000 annual crime offences, and a general fast-paced atmosphere. Londoners aren't as open and as banterous as other Brits. I mean, I think you could genuinely suffer from a violent cardiac arrest in the middle of Elephant and Castle roundabout, and Londoners would be more focused on making it to the Bakerloo line on time. I mean, in Brum, someone would at least let you sky their KA grape juice to get the blood pumping again, you know? Speaking of the tubes,
London sounds more like New York with that. When you're in New York City, you know, everybody's just, it's like robot mode. Everybody's just kind of going about their day. And it's almost as if they don't even see each other. They're kind of just looking through you for the most part. You can always tell who's the tourist and who's not the tourist. Because the tourists, they're more so, you know, they're paying attention. But for the most part, people that are from New York and live that everyday, day-to-day life, it's like they're looking right past you.
Though, Londoners are blessed with possibly the only efficient public transport system in England, unless you live here. But for some reason, the tube makes people so cold and evil. Genuinely, as soon as you sit down on any line, you're just met by a sea of 1,000-yard stares and an insanely awkward silence. Like, you'd genuinely have more social interactions if you got the 35 in Birmingham for 20 minutes than you'd have if you spent an entire year catching the DLR twice a day. Midlanders and Northerners are straight up terrified of London, man. They will look at you differently if you tell them you like London or are considering moving there. So you'd think northern cities must be nicer or safer or better. You know, when I hear people talking about how good Westerners or British people have it, I'm like, bruh, you ain't never been stuck in Crewe because your train to Manchester got cancelled. You really telling me you want to leave Gdansk for Crewe? Trust me, man, you don't want to do this to yourself. And talking about Polish people, next up we got Leamington Spa. These guys like to claim they have a royal title. The only thing royal here is the amount of imported Camel Super Kings they smoke. It's straight up fake London, and a lot of people from Coventry or Birmingham, when they get rich, move here to feel like they're living in London. On top of that, you have students, Poles, and criminals from Coventry have been put on witness protection. Next up, Worcester. Dumbass sauce, weird ass Mackies. I've really seen some extremely paranormal and suspicious sights in this Mackies. That's all I'm allowed to say. Speedily moving on. Bristol. We're talking fold up bike, gluten-free rye bread flavored Elux vapes, and hills. Yeah, if there's one thing Bristolians have aside from geek bars and good Italian food, it's strong calf muscles. The general mental health is slightly better here than the rest of the UK because aesthetically Bristol is very nice, probably one of the prettiest UK cities, and Bristolians are therefore generally nicer than Londoners and definitely way nicer than people from Bath, bathers. I reckon if you were struck by a violent cardiac arrest outside St. Nicholas's Market, people would at least let you hit their geek bar one last time, you know? Next we have Manchester. Aesthetically, it's just Birmingham with a different spawn code. They just ended up with a slightly better transport method. Mancunians are hella nice. You know, with most places up north, pints are cheaper, chips are thicker, people are hairier, the phobia of London is stronger. Next to Manchester, you got Liverpool, and Scousers are really funny for about 4 hours maybe. After that, they get so annoying. Around the 6.5 hour mark, I'll probably catapult myself into the River Mersey. Next, we got Milton Keynes. This place is fake. It is a government lie. And the only other place outside of the West Midlands that I have any first-hand experience of is Wales. Now, culturally, there are a few really important words and sayings you're going to need to learn in order to communicate in Wales. Specifically, and you should be able to get along with all the locals if you get those under your belt. In conclusion, this is my British city tier list, and who knows, maybe the tier list will be completed if everyone likes this video and it does well, and also everyone comments the cities they want to see in part 2. It might just happen. Just please, not Slough, please.
Wow. So, honestly, it reminds me of somebody like, in a sense, comparing the 5 boroughs. You just like Brooklyn, Bronx, Staten Island, Manhattan, Queens. If somebody was to just compare those, you would just hear all type of different things. But I'm so used to hearing about the good and the great things that it was definitely kind of odd hearing about the other side, you know, and seeing people just act very strange. But I'm used to it, though. Like I said, I'm from New York, hometown, upstate New York, but I lived in New York City for a long time. So the whole New York State, New York City, it's all me. I know about it all. So it's like I'm not like, oh, wow, people act like that. Nah, because you'll see the most wildest things you could imagine in New York. I remember I was riding my bike, and I seen someone literally just naked, just completely naked on a bench, just laying down singing at like 6 p.m. It was crazy. Like, but you're used to seeing some psycho stuff like that. So, you know, I wasn't surprised, but definitely good to know, you know, where you are when you travel places and what's going on, because you don't want to be caught in the wrong place. Now, I remember my friend from London told me, he's like, people always think it's like Harry Potter, and he was like, but really, it's the hood. You know, he said it's the hood. He was like, all these places in London. He was speaking specifically on London. And then I did my research, and I seen, wow, there's a lot going on out there, but there's no surprise. There's a lot going on everywhere. But with that being said, that was British Cities Explained. If you got something you want to add to this video, just let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely read that. With that being said, original link in the description, and I'll be back with more soon. Much love, yeah.